Hey guys, I'm back with a new video to show you all the crap that I've done to my game. I've done a lot of work since the last video and I'm really excited to show you. First of all, I mentioned last time I was starting with focusing on the AI to make sure that just the basic fights in the game were a lot of fun. So that's largely what I focused on. Right now these guys will come at you after circling around a little bit, kind of like how it works in Assassin's Creed, right? So you gotta watch out. You can dodge out of the way when they go to attack. And if they hit you, it will take a heart off of your life bar, like so. So it makes for a pretty exciting battle with a lot of AI. Also, people were suggesting that the pixels should go flying once I hit the bad guys, so I made that happen. So you'll notice if I actually charge up my attack for a little while, and this guy eventually decides to attack me and I let go, oh, I was out of range. Crap. Let's try that again. So eventually he'll come at me. Come at me, bro. He doesn't care. He's not buying what I'm selling. Eventually one of these guys will come get me. Here we go. If you charge up the attack long enough, their pixels really go flying like you knock them out of the park, which is really satisfying. So I thought that was pretty exciting. You'll notice some little jittering just because they have collision issues when they hit the top of the play zone or the bottom, but that's okay, I'll take care of that. So these guys are actually pretty smart and they'll try to avoid you because they don't want you to murder them into pixels. Also, you'll hear a couple of sounds. I started working on getting sound into the game, and that's working really well. So the core gameplay is pretty fun. I mean, I'll sit down my wife Candace in front of it and make her play, and I watch her smile and grin as she's trying to avoid hitting these guys, and then get all upset when she loses all her hearts and dies. So that's pretty satisfying. And in addition to all these guys, I made a new enemy, which is kind of like two enemies in one. So I'll just finish murdering the rest of these guys, and then I will show them to you. Come on. Alright, and here he is. This is the Necromancer, and he summons wraiths that are very deadly. They do like 2 or 3 hearts of damage or something like that. So you have to really be careful, because if they hit you, it'll end you very quickly. And the problem with these guys, and what makes them hard, is you're sitting here fighting a group of enemies already, and then the guy runs in from the side, and if you're not paying attention, and if I'm over here fighting, then I'm kind of screwed because he's just summoning wraiths in on top of me, and as you can see, the battle's getting a little intense. Oh, there we go, and I died. So let me start over. A couple key things about the Necromancer is if you kill him while he's summoning his wraiths, they don't finish forming. So that's going to be the strategy, is you're going to hear the noise as he's summoning his wraiths, and you're going to have to run over and very quickly take him out. Otherwise, you're going to have a worse time if his wraiths are all in there trying to, hurt you with their wraith power. So I was really pleased with the way the animations came out for this guy, and there's this pre-summoning and then his summoning loop, and it's just, he's pretty much the coolest thing I've done ever, so I couldn't be happier about that guy. So those are the main changes I made, gameplay and new enemies. In addition to that, I've also been doing a lot of thinking. Like I discovered this website Kickstarter, where you can put a project up and give it a time frame and say that you're trying to raise money so that you can make the project. So I've been really motivated after discovering that, realizing that I could raise a bunch of money to make my game and actually earn a profit, because I started off thinking that this was going to be a project that I would just do to get it out of the way, almost, like, learning about game development and proving to myself that I could finish a project. But I've started to see the potential that this could actually be a game that would be really good. Like, I was thinking of making it, instead of just one screen like this where enemies come in waves, I was thinking of making it like a whole side-scrolling beat-em-up type game like Golden Axe, because I could just see, like all these different levels that you have to battle through and kill all these different kinds of monsters, and I think the project could be really awesome. But I think that actually making some money from it would help to inspire me to, to do that. I mean, I want to make money and have a career as a game developer, so I have to start sometime. So I've kind of been mulling that around, and I think I'm going to go for it and put it up on Kickstarter and try to get some money so that I can continue on with the development. I do need money for things like music, which doesn't come cheap. Legal concerns like actually starting a studio as a business. In addition, I could use another couple machines for debugging and testing purposes to make sure they work on different OS versions and resolutions and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff I've been thinking about and a lot of cash I could use because game development is pretty challenging stuff. So you can probably look out for that in the near future. So let me know what you think of my new enemies and their AI and stuff like that. I'm always happy to hear people's input. Like I actually took a suggestion from a couple of people that wanted to see some velocity behind the enemy deaths. So I did use that. So I'm pretty pleased with the way things are going. I have more animation to do for the player. I have some more art that I've done that hasn't been revealed yet, which is pretty cool. So until I see you again, just join me on Twitter. I'm at RetroThomas on Twitter. And I'll also have links to the Facebook page for my game development, my Tumblr, and Google+. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time.